can still.
I haven't been here for ages. I never noticed this park, to be honest. I come to Wynyard so many times, I never got a chance to sit in this park. Just looking around all the tall buildings here, man. Actually.
So what else is happening today anyway?
Happening today?
Yeah.
Nothing much, just after this to my brother.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. He didn't finish high school. I think I don't think our parents knew how like education works.
Yeah.
Like, so they're like, oh, okay, fine, just get a job and do something. And then he took the hard path and realized, oh crap, I actually need an education to do anything. So he has to go back and redo. He went back to tape and did his whole thing, and we made it to uni. I was a bit more fortunate in a way. I think that's what, like, my parents still had no idea how to, like, you know, how to help me in school and stuff. But they're experimenting with me, like, okay, probably get him a tutor, get him.
Yeah. Do you want to hold this for? Just point it at me.
Yep. Well, what an insane year, right? Like COVID-19. I just wanted to end, like, just. I wish I like a remote could just like skip this whole year and just go fast forward when we have the vaccine. This is insane. Like the whole year, there's no plans. You do something, and then you go, oh, but what if I might get it, and then pass on to other people. So. You know, but then you stay at home like for like 3 months already. I've been at home for 3 months and I'm just losing my mind. Like if I keep doing this, I just send me to the psychologist. I need help. But yeah, what a terrible year, man. And it's not like a thing you can.
So yep.
So we're heading towards the Harbour Bridge now.
When was the last time you went to the bridge?
Last time I went to the bridge? Ooh, actually I don't think it was that long. Why did we cross the bridge? I think we were on the other side of Parramatta River.
Didn't film me doing this. Just film me doing this. Do you want to just talk about anything?
Anything?
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's so loud. Can you hear?
Yeah, I'll change it in post.
No. I don't know what to talk about now. I don't know. I'm just looking at the building behind you. Alright. So, what made you think about this?
Just trying out different documentary styles of filmmaking, that's it.
I haven't seen any good. I don't watch documentaries in my spare time. Probably like only like what BBC Earth.
Yeah.
And just buy-ins and like this. I crap. I actually can't think of anything to say right now. Like, no, like nothing's coming.
So what did you study at school?
I studied civil engineering with architecture. I think. Yes. I'm not sure if I told you this before. I think I picked it because we had an agreement between like my friends in our engineering class in high school that we would do the same course if we ever get into uni. And it was very common. It was very popular at that time. Was like everyone wanted to do civil engineering with architecture, and I just like okay. I just went with the flow. I think before I wanted to do animations. I wanted to do animations before, but like they were like, oh, do civil engineering with architecture. Like we can study it together. I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do it. And then so I put that as my priority and put animation like third. And the funny thing was like in the end, I was the only one that got it. Everyone else didn't make it, so it just ended up like fuck you guys. Spent like almost like half of the first semester like just by myself, like where we're like because no one made it into the same bloody course, and like my classes keep clashing with theirs. So I was like I have no friends going to uni. It was.
The guy's like, well, look.
I don't regret it. Like I know it has nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but the experience I had and the people I met was worth it. I think it was worth it. Did you study?
I didn't finish high school.
My brother had the same problem as well. He didn't finish high school.
What did your parents think about that?
Huh?
What did your parents think about that?
Cause he's the older one, right?
Yeah.
So he and my parents just came to Australia. Like not just came, but like they still consider it new. Like not. So they don't know how it works. So when my brother dropped out, they were like, fine.
Do you know how old this? Tell me.
And I turned out to be okay. So yeah, that was an experiment. I don't know if it was like serious. Yes, just trying to like learn everything and keep up. Oh, that was bad. I was not doing well. But yeah, it turned out okay. I was thinking like if I had kids, I wouldn't know what to do, to be honest.
Yeah, sometimes you get to experience a bit of life, not like.
I always like trying to do something different. Like it's always being like a thing. Like I'm not good at this. Let's give it a shot. I'm not good at it. Like initially, like when I first started drama, I. Stay behind for no good reason, but it was also quite fun because the rules aren't very loose. You can like kind of ignore some protocols, but I have mixed feelings about it. Sometimes I hate it, sometimes I love it. It's the most. It'll be a lasting memory of my. Yeah, I'm just looking at all these construction. I'm just imagining my time on my site and just looking at them now. Okay.
Anything else or?
Not sure if you guys noticed, it's like birds underneath this freaking chair. Again, the small one.
Yeah, what are the photos like?
The photos actually were decent. I think we got one that was very, very close to what we wanted. So we wanted one was I'm just in front of the light rail, and then the light rail becomes a blur. But the closest one we ever got was they got me perfectly fine. I was in front of the light rail. But what happened was like the camera. It's quite a fun museum. Kind of weird. When was the last time I've been there? I missed an exhibition last time. It was supposed to be a red carpet room, and didn't make it on time. Yeah, it would be nice to see it. Yeah, it's a fun museum. Yep. Parking, and if there is, it's hella expensive. It's insane. I ride it.
When you're ready.
So right now I'm outside the Museum of Contemporary Art.
Yep.
It's awesome. Check out all this. I don't know what era these buildings are. Yeah, so you don't get to see this anywhere else. I think they call it Sydney Center. Oh, Johnson's building. This is another like heritage place. Yeah. How old is this one? Roughly.
We'll walk this way or something first. Yeah.
I want to become an actor for some time already.
Steve.
Yeah. I remember in high school I always wanted to be an actor, but oh man, those first drama classes was terrible. I almost felt like, okay, yeah, I can't be an actor. I think when did I started wanting to be was around the beginning of year 10 when I had my first stage experience. Although it was for a very silly role, I was supposed to be like the comic relief, the goofy character. It felt amazing that I wanted to hold it on and give it more time. And then skip fast forward all these years, I still wanted to. That feeling never left. So this year I decided to go, yes, drop it. I need to stop giving myself excuses and just do it. Just focus it for a year and see how far you can take it. And here I am now, trying to see what's the best I can make out of it. Yeah.
Do you have any favourite movies or anything, or?
Favorite movies? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I think that was the one that really changed my idea on movies, because I didn't have proper film studies. I never studied film in like uni or something. It's all like in past times. So I always saw like film as like just entertainment. It's like, oh, if it makes me laugh, that's it. That's a good movie. And then this one came around, and I watched it, and it left such a big impression on me. I was like, oh, so this is what a good film is like. This is a film. All the things I've seen before was movie, or just like box offices, but this is an actual film. This is like art, and it really reignited my passion for film again. And I just like, okay, I really want to give it a shot now. If this is what film can be, then I'm interested. I want to do it. Yeah. So that was the film I really liked. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, because it was such a interesting concept. The idea that can choose to forget someone, would you do it? And it did it so brilliantly, and it really made you think about yourself and who you want to forget and why, and would you. So yeah, that's the film that still top spot. I love it in every way. Acting, filming, directing, writing. Just everything was perfect. Anything noodle based. That's thing from a small kid. That's like my go-to dish. Anything if there's noodles in it, fried, soup, just anything. Like I'm guaranteed to have it. I don't know. I think I just really like long, like rice-based items. It's a soft spot. I have a soft spot for noodles.
How come noodles?
I just I don't know. I think it might be because of how little we eat it at home. Because I'm from a Chinese background. We usually eat rice every day. So the one day where we don't eat rice and we eat something else, that's like, oh wow. And if it's like stories, I think last time I've been
Yeah, when you're ready.
Last time I've been to Circle K, I was with my workmate. He was a photographer, and he wanted to do this. He wanted to do a snap of a person running past the light rail. So he wanted to do like a whip hand to show, like, compare the speed of a light rail and a person. So he asked me to do the running, and it was the funniest thing ever. Cause it only took that day to realize that each light rail driver drives at different speeds. I remember the first take, I could not run past the light rail. I was literally like lagging behind. It was so fast. And then the second guy was barely even driving. I was walking. I was taking my time to. I even got there before the station, before the light rail did. So we spent the whole afternoon just repeatedly trying to get that perfect shot, and I was just losing so much calories. Just like running one back and forth against the light rail. I said to God,
Okay, fine. Yeah. I'll just keep going.
oh man, I remember when so I did architecture studios, and we had another task to do some detailed drawings of the buildings around the site, and I remember how many hours I spent. I spent at least good 2 or 3 hours just drawing sandstone, drawing bricks, drawing the ground, the trees, just not even the building, because I was responsible for doing all the detail works. Like, we had like a team, and I had to produce all the texture drawings, and it was probably like the most insane like pieces of work I've done, because I'm not sure if you guys drew sandstone. You just kind of like had to shade the dents, the cracks, the gorges, and then capture that weird moist that sandstone constantly find themselves in, because they're quite when you throw water on sandstone, they look kind of soft, like chalky, and you need to be able to draw that into the texture map to give that realistic look. And oh my god, when you draw sandstone underneath like sunlight, it's an absolute pain in it, because there's just infinite shadows. Like some are gray, some are dark, it's just everywhere. And I think so. I did a sandstone drawing. I did a brick drawing, which sounds like, oh, it's just a piece of brick. No, it was hard, because I had to do 3 different types of brick. I need to draw the fresh brick, like the modern brick, and then draw the brick in its what you call it, deteriorated state. It was worth it. I mean, we got a very good mark, but man, that was like insane. Like you had to do all these really stupid textures in architecture, and you like had to draw like multiple of them. It feels like you're wasting time. Like you spend like, oh, half an hour drawing a brick. Good. Now move on. Draw a rock. Great. Now draw a branch. Great. Now draw glass, and just draw all these like really basic and boring, but like arguably very difficult drawings, because they don't have. Cause unlike 3D drawings where you can put in like depth, length, and height, when you do like a plain texture, yet still convey like, you know, this is a rock, this is a brick, this is a smooth surface, this is plastic. It requires like insane amount of observations that I probably wasn't capable back then. But now, not even now maybe. If you ask me to do it again, I can't be bothered. But yeah, that was my unique experience with sandstone. Strangely enough, that happened again during engineering when we were doing geotechnical reports. And I don't know whose idea was it, but they were like, do you want to hand draw these rocks? Cause I don't know, apparently photographs weren't good enough. And I just like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I drew like 3 different rocks again. God damn it. Rocks.
Want to hit us?
Yeah, okay.
You didn't say anything else about this? Right here, man. How's your family going?
They've been good. They have sisters at school.
So you prefer to take the train?
I prefer to take the train. Even if it's not the city. Besides Australia, I think I've only been to one other country, which is China. I haven't traveled. Oh, actually, no, there's also New Zealand. But yeah, China is fascinating. I used to have a love-hate relationship. I still have a love-hate relationship with China. The hate part was I always keep getting sick, and it's not just like minor sickness. It's just like a whole week I can't move. Love mainly because it's the food is. So I recently got this short film, and it's not a very big role, it's very minor, but it's really fun because I think this is the one. I think we get to use actual blanks, like gunfights in this short film. So very excited actually. Never done an action scene before. I think getting shot by a gun is like the hardest one to act, because if you do it badly, everyone knows this. Let's check out Circle-T.
Have you ever been here before?
Yeah, plenty of times. Like I came here, I don't know, from childhood up to now. Like every time a relative comes over, we come here, or like fireworks, or just nowhere to go, just come here. This is like the go-to spot for it. Was a high school maths tutor. I did that up until last year, just helping kids. It was actually quite fun as well, in a way, to see them get better and better results. Yeah, I think I'll probably take tutoring as like a part-time when I get old enough, because you get to organize everything. You don't need to listen to anyone. You plan out your own things, right? And you know, you don't need to worry about opening times because it's up to you when you want to do it. But yeah, it was really fun. I dealt with a lot of kids. A lot of them are really good. I was very fortunate to not really have a lot of, say, trouble kids. I keep hearing stories about how people had like these troubling kids, where they just refuse to learn and just like go against the teachers. Like it's an absolute nightmare. I never had that. So we're going to the rocks right now.
We're just near the Harbour Bridge or something?
Near the Harbour Bridge.
Cool. Do you come here often on the rocks or?
Oh no. This was how many years ago?
I think.
4 years ago?
Yeah. I think maybe this way or? Yeah, this way we might be too. Actually, no, we can. Or off.
The rocks is right there.
Yeah, just across. Which way do you think would be quicker? Around that way or around?
Oh no, this way.
This way? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So, what do you do in the rocks and stuff?
Oh, just obviously look at the shops.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you look at the buildings, but then many people go and look at the shops, go visit each one. When there's the markets, you have the markets going on in the rocks, that is when you go. It is absolutely fun to watch people, the glass, all this artisan glass, woodwork. I used to work in construction, and boy, that was such a rough time. I remember.
Speak up a bit.
Yeah, I remember working in construction. It was really rough. I think the worst was getting there at 6. They even want me to get there at 5, and I did once. And it was the most bizarre thing. No one was there. I don't even know why I got there so early. And then I think the worst time was I got to leave at 8, where everything was. Like the offices were shut down. Like the best way to go around city is probably just by taking the train. Like Windsor Station, Museum, St. James, Town Hall, all of these, just train and walk. I doubt you can like drive here. Train station, I absolutely hate it. Did you?
No.
Yeah, I think just 5 minutes. Been walking for the whole day. Just 5 minutes and we'll continue walking, yeah. A palace in Beijing, and I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. No wonder the kings, the emperors of China are just living the life. It's so beautiful. They have like this giant artificial lake, and you get to stand on this insanely high stairs just looking over the lake and the garden. It's fantastic. Yeah, that was really fun. So I would recommend.
So you don't have that city login thing where you can walk into coffee shops or anything, or?
No. I don't drink coffee, so
So we've got to stop to charge up the battery.
right.
This is we need.
How much do we have right now?
So, I got the warning sign on. So it's annoying. So I don't have a smartphone, so it's annoying.
Yep.
So yeah. We'll walk to the rocks and figure something out.
No problem. I have a portable charger. Do you need it?
So?
I have a portable charger. Is it enough?
Yeah, we'll go find a bench and stuff. Okay. So how come you don't drink coffee and stuff?
I just never liked it. I think so many people introduced it to me, and I'm like, I just don't like the taste.
Don't like it?
I don't like it. They're like, oh, it keeps you awake, and like, I was like,
what about
okay,
decaf?
I'm already awake.
Yeah. What about decaf?
Nah, I think it's just the taste that bothers me.
Yeah, okay.
And it's pretty weird. People, it's the same with like alcohol as well. I don't drink alcohol
Yeah.
just because I just don't like the taste.
Ah, okay, got ya.
So I just don't like it.
Have a quick look in here, see. Well, have a quick look to see if we actually can walk into a
A cafe, right?
cafe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go buy a new camera soon. So. I rarely come off here. Fuck no, I would never want to work here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, bro, then the number of tourists you need to like get bothered by.
So if you want to do hospitality as a career, okay, but if not, don't.
I had a friend who did hospitality once.
Yeah.
So I think you need like a different level of
Yeah.
tolerance to
Yeah.
take care of other people's.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it, but like fine dining, I won't work on that level. So it's just you would have to want to have it as a career.
Yeah.
But casual and stuff, I don't mind as much. But yeah, like casual dining, I don't mind, but fine dining, yeah.
Because like you have what, more rules and regulations, right?
Yeah, plus you shouldn't be doing fine dining unless if you want it as a career.
I haven't done it. I just think it'll be okay. I just don't think I can see myself. I'm too I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I know that, yeah. I know there's a Starbucks along here, but they want that app thing, that's the problem.
There's a cafe here.
Right, can I stop?
You just have to keep assuming that it's everywhere and that every 5 minutes you wash your hand. Like, I actually never washed this frequently, my hands that in the past, but now it's like I'm just bathed in water and soap from morning to night, just in case I get it. Oh man. Also, I'm not looking forward to spring because I have allergies and I sneeze a lot. And with this pandemic going on, I kind of don't want to walk out and have people thinking that I actually have it. So it's gonna lock myself for another 3 months once spring is over. Terrible, yeah. Same.
How come you don't live there for too long?
I think I usually stay there for about 3 months. I think the worst 3 months was when I was in year 5. I went there to live for 3 months, and it was winter. And oh my god, Chinese winter is insane. It just doesn't stop raining. I don't even know where all the water is coming from. It just non-stop raining. And the drainage systems, okay, this was ages before, but back then the drainage systems were terrible.
So what else is happening anyway?
What else has happened?
Yeah.
Gonna apply for another job. I'll be around next week. Meet up with the director.
Yeah.
See what he has to offer, or what I have to offer. If I can, reply to after that, nothing.
Yeah, you got big plans for the weekend or?
Weekend? Gonna go visit, have another rehearsal for this for a film. Big one in the afternoon, and then upwards on Sunday gonna go visit my brother.
Nice.
so it's gonna be like a whole day because he lives quite far away.
Where does he live?
Central Coast.
Whereabouts in the Central Coast? What? Why, yeah.
He lives there now, so like going up there to visit him will like take a whole day because the drive is like what, an hour.
Yeah.
Go there in the morning and then stay around. Then probably like in the afternoon just head back to Sydney. Yeah. I think about it.
How long has he lived there for?
I think he moved this year?
This year? Yeah.
I think it was this year. This year or late last year. Very late. Because he used to live in like Parramatta and then he moved.
Does he like it there, or?
Yeah, he likes it. He doesn't really care where he lives.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's not picky. He'll find out. Like he'll find something.
Who does he live with?
He lives with his wife now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she lives up there.
How long has she been married for?
They've been married since this year. Oh, they're married this year.
Oh, okay.
February.
Nice.
So
Have they been together long, or?
yeah, they've been together for how long now?
Yeah.
At least a year. Or so. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it's across the road. I think there's a tree up here. There's a tree up here.
Tree apple.
A tree up here.
There's a tree up here.
Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
I didn't notice it.
yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Down here. We need to just over there. So. Walk over there or something. Cool. So what do you think about that tree anyway?
What?
What do you think about the tree?
I don't know. I just look at it. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
What is it like? An ancient tree that was there, and they just cut it down. It's I found the name hilarious. And I think the street was called Underwood Street.
Yeah.
Like that's clever because the tree's underneath a giant tree. I didn't know that. How did you know that one?
I forecasted it a few times. Any private seating area? Seating heaps of stuff. George Street. So you got no thoughts on that tree? It's just a random tree thing.
Oh, I have. I'm just thinking like why? Because it goes through the bridges connecting the two buildings, right? So I don't know. That must be.
There's no thought on it?
No, the thought is more like why there? I need to go back and like read about it. Because it's like the most randomest place to put like a sculpture. Like how
Okay, so
often,
do you mind holding that? Yeah.
like how often do you walk past that area? I mean, how many people know? Like I spend like I live here like my whole life and I don't know about the tree.
Yeah.
I know it's fascinating.
It's an obscure spot.
Yeah, I think that's like most of Sydney's things, like what the bird cages, the neon blue babies,
Yeah.
angels, and then this thing. I'm like, okay. There's another thing I don't know about here, and the little birds underneath the bench. I was like, the more you come here, the more it's fascinating. And I think this is why I like Sydney more. I was like in Melbourne, you have the same thing, but you don't have like these obscure, random things out of nowhere.
Right, yeah.
But that was if that was a single tree, then that was a pretty impressive tree. It's very long, very tall. I think,
So what kind of movies you would like to be in and stuff?
me,
Yeah.
I think I'm actually okay with anything, but the main one, like I hope I can get in one, is like a historical epic, like an actual historical piece, and I get to play an actual person.
Yeah.
And because I like reading history, so if that comes around, like oh my god.
Why historical?
I like reading history. I like
You like history?
knowing like actual how things actually happen.
Yeah.
And so that's one, right? I'm actually like I'm okay with comedy. I'm okay with music, but like the reason why I want to be history is because like I want to like look at our past and actual people, and it's kind of like a dedication, right? Like because these people are no longer around, but I get to relive one moment of their life. It's really cool. So that's the aim. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon because I doubt Australia has any historical films with.
Yeah,
a
not
Chinese
really.
person.
No. So where are we now?
Huh? We're
Wow.
at Wynyard.
Can you?
Wynyard Station, right there.
We'll walk down to this coffee shop down here in a while. No. It smells like, do you smell chips and stuff?
Smoke's coming from the cars, like what?
Yeah. Northern Beach is pretty hot. Fuck. Yeah, I'll just sit in the park all night. Look at the park, Frosty. Now I smell chlorine. You smell chlorine?
Another thing about the city, you get to smell all kinds of it. You smell food, you smell chemicals, then you smell like, I swear to God, dead body sometimes. Like, oh my God.
Hang on. Steve. Across the road now. No, park spot. Actually, no. We'll go back to Starbucks, actually. Sorry, mate. Having you follow me around and all that. So, what's over there anyway?
over there?
Yeah.
I think that's the restaurant, and all the way down there is like the wharf for this big giant ferry.
And what about what's over there?
Okay, I know that's the rock. That's probably part of the rock as well. I actually never been by area, to be honest. I can't remember. I think there's some restaurants on the pier, and then you go a bit more, and that's the base of Sydney Harbour Bridge. You got shot. And yeah. What else have I done? I've got another one coming up, also a small one. I think it's playing a receptionist. I feel like I keep getting receptionist roles. Maybe I look like an office worker or something. But yeah, so far those are the ones I've been doing.